Hey, I'm Kristen from A Mindful Mom, and today I'm going to teach you how to make Instant Pot corned beef and cabbage right in your Instant Pot. If you guys are new here, I'm Kristen and welcome to my kitchen. I love to share with you easy recipes your family will love, and I love my Instant Pot. And today I'm going to share with you a St. Patrick's Day must, corned beef and cabbage. I'm an Irish girl, and so I grew up every St. Patty's Day having traditional corned beef and cabbage. It's delicious, it's rich, it's filled with potatoes and cabbage and carrots, and oh my goodness, did I love it when we would serve it every year on St. Patrick's Day. And so now, continuing the tradition in my own house, I make this recipe, but I make it in my Instant Pot. It's a whole lot faster, and best of all, the flavor is really infused into the corned beef, and the meat just absorbs the beer and the seasonings, and oh my goodness, is it delicious. So let me break it down for you. The first thing we need to do is rinse off our cut of corned beef. Now, you can purchase a flat cut or a point cut. The flat cut is a lot leaner, and so that's what I typically buy. A point cut has a lot more fat marbled through it. You can purchase whichever one you like. And most come with a packet of seasoning like pickling spices. So you want to make sure that you take that packet out of the corned beef package before rinsing. You're just going to rinse off all the brine, and then we're going to pat it dry. Next, we want to lay a sliced onion on the bottom of our inner pot. We're going to place our brisket right on top of the onion, and then we're going to season with a tablespoon of brown sugar. The brown sugar is just going to add the perfect balance of sweetness to our corned beef and cabbage. It's a little trick that adds a whole lot of flavor, so you don't want to skip that. And then we're going to sprinkle the pickling spices that came packaged in the corned beef. I'm going to add in 5 cloves of crushed garlic. The garlic is really going to infuse the meat with flavor as well. In my opinion, everything's better with garlic. And then I'm going to add in 1 cup of beef broth. If you don't have beef broth, by all means, you can use chicken stock. And then I'm going to add in 1 cup of Guinness Beer. Just don't tell my husband I stole one of his beers for this recipe. I think after a bite of this, he'll forgive me. And now we're gonna cook our corned beef. We're gonna add the potatoes and carrots and cabbage after our corned beef has cooked because it's going to take 85 minutes for the corned beef to reach the perfect consistency. And we certainly don't want to cook our potatoes and cabbage that long or they'll turn to mush. So at this point, we're going to put our lid on our Instant Pot. Make sure your vent knob is pointed towards sealed, not venting. And then you're going to hit manual or pressure cook. Make sure high pressure is selected and use the plus or minus buttons to adjust until it reads to 85. Now it's going to take quite a bit of time to come to pressure, anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. And then you'll see the screen light up and say 85, and it will count backwards until it reaches 0. Once cook time has elapsed, let pressure release naturally for at least 15 minutes. That's really important whenever you're cooking a cut of meat so that it stays tender and doesn't dry out. All right, you guys, cook time has elapsed. I've let my pressure release naturally for 15 minutes, and oh my goodness, can I just tell you, my house smells incredible. The corned beef with the Guinness Beer, oh, it's just incredible. It smells rich, and it reminds me of my childhood on St. Patrick's Day. So we're gonna open our Instant Pot. You can do a quick release of any remaining pressure if there's pressure left after 15 minutes. And then we're going to remove our corned beef. Place it on a serving platter and cover with foil. We're gonna let our corned beef rest while we cook up our potatoes, carrots, and cabbage. Now, I'm gonna take out about 1.5 cups of cooking liquid here from my Instant Pot just to leave about 2 cups of liquid. I want my cabbage to lay on top of my vegetables, and I don't want it submerged in the liquid or it'll get really soggy. And so, therefore, I take out about 1.5 cups of the cooking liquid to leave about 2 cups in. Now, if you don't care, you can leave all the liquid in your Instant Pot. It really does not make that big of a difference. Now, to the cooking liquid, we're gonna add in 2 pounds of red potatoes. I'm using large potatoes that have been cut into fourths. If you have smaller potatoes, just cut them in half. Next, I'm gonna add in 1 pound of baby carrots. And then on the top of my potatoes and carrots, I'm going to lay half a cabbage that's been quartered on top of the potatoes and carrots. And we're gonna put our Instant Pot lid back on. And we're gonna cook for just 5 minutes. So it's not gonna take much time to come back to pressure because our inner pot is already warm. The liquid inside of our Instant Pot is warm. So it'll just take a couple minutes. And then you wanna let pressure release naturally for 5 minutes at least. And that's gonna give that boiling liquid enough time to simmer down so you don't have to worry about hot liquid spewing out of your vent knob when you do a quick release. So to set cook time, you're going to hit manual or pressure cook and hit the plus or minus button and adjust until it reads 5. Once cook time has elapsed, remember to let pressure release naturally for at least 5 minutes, and then you can do a quick release of pressure by using a long wooden utensil and knocking the vent knob from sealed to venting. And then you open up your Instant Pot. It smells incredible. The vegetables are perfectly tender. The cabbage is just soft enough but not soggy. It's perfection. I'm gonna dish out the potatoes and carrots to a serving dish. And now I'm gonna slice up my corned beef. I'm gonna slice into larger chunks. You can certainly shred into smaller pieces, whatever your family likes. And then you can serve your corned beef with the potatoes and cabbage and carrots, and oh my goodness, it's delicious. I'm gonna give this a taste right now. Get a little bit of the corned beef, a little bit of the cabbage, a little bit of the potato. It's gonna bring me good luck in the year, right? Just like wearing my green. It's so good. The potatoes and carrots didn't need any additional salt. They cooked in that rich corned beef liquid. They have a little bit of tang from the beer. It's just perfection. You guys, this is a must make. I'm telling you, it's so much better in your Instant Pot. The corned beef really, really absorbs all the flavor. And it's a lot quicker too. So make this for St. Patrick's Day. Be sure to wear your green. Give this video a thumbs up and stay tuned for my next Instant Pot classic recipe.